Welcome back. Senator Ron Wyden is calling out Republican lawmakers and President-elect Trump over changes at pharmacies that will hurt shoppers and independent stores. In fact, he stopped by the Brooklyn Pharmacy earlier today to share his thoughts. And of course, tonight, as you see right here, we are joined by the Democrat here in the Queen 6 studios. Thanks so much.
Senator Wyden, thanks for joining us. Let's talk about pharmaceutical costs. Tell us about the reforms that you were concerned about in Congress, and they were shot down recently. What happened there?
Ken, what concerns me is in the final bill, we had every Democrat on the Senate Finance Committee, every Republican on the Finance Committee, and then we had this agreement between the House and the Senate to finally rein in these middlemen. They're called pharmacy benefit managers. They made sense 30 years ago, but now they're taking money that really ought to go to seniors and taxpayers. And we thought it was a done deal. The president-elect said he talked to everybody who was willing to listen. We're going to get them. This is the time. And then suddenly, he and Elon Musk backed away. And I just think it is a huge missed opportunity. Everybody always talks a big game about trying to do something about pharmaceutical prices. This is something that really will help. We're going to come back in January and do it. It also, and that's why I was there this morning, be a huge shot in the arm for our small pharmacies, and we've lost a lot of them.
So we are going to bring it back then?
No question about it. And I think when we have a chance to separate it out from an end-of-the-year package, we're definitely going to get it because citizens feel so strongly. I mean, these are people, these middlemen made sense 30 years ago when people didn't have data and there wasn't technology. Now, though, they're taking money that belongs to seniors and to taxpayers, and we're going to get it for them.
Thank you, Senator. I want to switch gears on this next question here. Of course, we know you're also working on legislation to make the great outdoors more accessible, something we have here in our region, an issue so near and dear to so many of us here. Tell us about what's known as the Explore Act.
Well, specifically, my provision was called Recreation, Not Red Tape, because what we found a few years ago is that Oregonians were getting up in the middle of the night trying to make calls all over the country to get permits and arrangements to make a visit. And I said, let's bring the Park Service in terms of administration into the 21st century. And that's what we're doing. And yesterday, we also saw finally some really good news. The Owahis in Eastern Oregon are our version of the Grand Canyon. And a senator from Wyoming joined me. He had a bill with Wyoming. I had our Oregon bill, and we got it passed in the United States Senate. First time either body of Congress acted favorably on the Owahis. I'll work with Congressman Benz early next year. We're going to get it done.
All right.
We know you're also concerned about utility rates, big increases for Pacific Power and PGE customers coming up next year. Pacific Power saying that, they're trying to recover some of the costs of the 2020 wildfires. Is there anything Congress can do to try to put a halt to these increasing utility rates?
Well, I'm going to stay at it until we do. As you know, rates have gone up more than 40% in the last 4 years. The new ones involve a hike of about 5.5% for residences. And I just got to tell you, I'm particularly concerned about a couple things. One, it looks like businesses, these big corporations, are getting a break at the residential ratepayers' expense. I don't think that's fair. We want our businesses to succeed, but we don't want to have the working person subsidize those efforts. Now, also, we've seen some additional protections put in for people who have had their power shut off, and that's overdue as well. But what I'm going to be targeting is an effort to stay at it until we get price increases around inflation, because the number one issue in my town hall meetings, the second word is bill. It might be medical bill, it might be housing bill, it might be insurance bill, it might be power bill, but it's all about affordability. That's my top priority for 2025.
It's important for so many of us as we look ahead to the new year, affordability and just getting by with everything. Before we go, I wanted to ask, I know you've had a busy last several days, traveling literally across the country. Any upcoming plans as you look ahead to Hanukkah with your loved ones, Senator?
Sleep.
Well, doesn't that sound great?
Two red eyes in a row, and
oh my
we're getting sworn in on January 3rd,
Great.
So it's going to be pretty hectic.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Last thing, real quick though, what do you think about these proposals for tariffs that are coming from the new administration?
Well, I think a tariff, if it's carefully targeted, can make sense. In other words, I have a trade toolbox, put the tariffs in it. But what the administration is talking about is an across-the-board approach. 1 out of 4 jobs in Oregon revolves around international trade. I think you go with a universal kind of approach, Oregon gets hit very, very hard. I'm going to be using my place on the Senate Finance Committee to say tariffs can be targeted, but across the board is really going to hurt Oregon. It's really going to hurt working people and contribute to inflation.
Senator Wyden, thanks for coming in studio. Always nice to see you.
Thank you both.